On to race number 11 then, which is the final race on the programme at Sha Tin on Sunday. We finish off with a Class 2 over the 1,200 metres, headed by Stronger. Only win to date, it's been a Happy Valley over the 1,000 metres and runner-up over that trip at Sha Tin last time out. Lucky Moore up into Class 2 for the first time. He's won 3 of his 6 starts so far this season. Highly proactive, a 2-time winner this campaign. Both those wins at Happy Valley. Armando makes his Hong Kong debut, unbeaten in South Africa, 3 from 3. And Lucky Express, Hong Kong debutant as well, won 2 of his 3 starts in Australia. Speed Vision's got speed from 9. Team Spirit will roll from barrier 10 as well. All in Mind up in class. Baltic's Successor winner in the straight, 2 starts back. And Yo-Yo King having his first start for Jimmy Ting. He's fresh up since December. California Whip, Precious Express, Team Spirit and Yo-Yo King, Mark, are the horses that have been on the road.
What a way to finish a Sunday afternoon too, with Baltic Success, Speed Vision and Stronger in a line of 3. Highly proactive, 4 wide on a good to fast tempo. Team Spirit, Lucky Moore and Mr. Croissant in behind them. Lucky Express, Armando, California Whip, 7 Heavens, who's been running on wells around All in Mind, Yu King and Precious Express, Paul, and they should motor over the 1,200.
Looks that way, doesn't it? With a lot of horses who like to lead. Lucky Moore is one of those. He might have to take a sit though. Look, he goes nicely in his work. He's nice and relaxed here. So Zach Burton just getting a feel for him. He comes in reasonably fresh, this horse, and he's a bit of a boom or bust horse. Armando, I haven't minded his trials. He's 1161 pounds. He's had 3 to get him ready. Does come in group form from South Africa, and he's under a decent hold here. So he goes nicely enough. And Lucky Express, there's a lot of hype around this horse. He's called Princess Sussex when he raced in Australia. His trials have been good. A couple of even sectionals for him. He's had 8 trials. He's 1157 pounds.
All right, we'll hear from John Size in a moment or so. Let's start off, though, looking at some straight track form here. Can any of these, Mark, I suppose the obvious question, improve or be better over the 1,200 metres compared to the 1,000?
Going to stick with Stronger out of this race, and 7 Heavens too, Andrew. Baltic Success is going to fade shortly, and we've got Hong Kong Win. I nearly said bet then, Paul. Finding the lead, he was the favourite. He's stuck on well, Stronger. He's better at 1,000, but Jerry does take the £10 claim, and 7 Heavens keeps running on well.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried about the draw of Stronger because there's a lot of pace underneath him, isn't it?
All right, well, Lucky Moore, I expected to be favourite at this stage. He's not. This is him winning, but his recent form figures read first, fifth, firsts, Mark.
They do, and he's got Zach Burton riding. He's been to the trials. He beat Alcari at the trials. He's also won a trial at Happy Valley, beating Red Elise. So we haven't seen him since the 8th of March. He's always looked very smart, Paul, but where he's going to end up and the speed in the race is going to be a little more pressure than maybe what he's seen recently.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the thing is, he doesn't find that much off the bridle. That's the query for him. He really cruised into the race there. Looked like he was going to win easy. Almost got pipped. So that's the little query. He's a bit of a boom or bust horse for me.
All right, he's definitely got some sort of engine, though. That is Lucky Moore. What about Lucky Express on debut? Let's hear from trainer John Size.
Lucky Express, John, he's been here for nearly a year. You've given him 8 trials. Is he ready to go to the races now?
Yeah, I'm happy to take him to the races. He's always done everything pretty good, but he just wasn't quite sort of strong enough for Class 2 a few months ago, you know. So I gave him a break and come back and started again. And this time I'm happy to go to the races. He turns 4 in August, and so therefore he's ready to do something.
He had 3 starts for 2 wins in Australia. He looked like he had a pretty good turn of foot. Do you like what you've seen of him?
He's been fine. He seems like he's healthy and well. He looks in pretty good order, and his manners in the trials are quite good. He seems not too difficult to organise in a race. Here in Hong Kong, they go very fast in the 1,200 metre Class 2s, so I think he'll settle into that okay. He'll be able to follow the fast horses, and hopefully he finish the race off nicely.
There you go. It's interesting listening to John Size talk about Lucky Express. There's been off the track for over a year, his last start and win, in actual fact, in Australia back in April. This is the other debutant here, Paul, Armando. I haven't minded his trials, in actual fact. You said before he's a Grade 3 winner at Kenilworth.
Yeah, look, and he looks like a really nice horse as well. 1161 pounds he is. He's had the 3 trials. I like this trial. He came off the pace. I think there's going to be a lot of pace in this race. I've kept him safe. It's very hard to win fresh up here in Class 2, though.
It is. It was a nice trial too, and when the rider asked him for more, about 100 metres out with a flick of the arm, you could see him responding fine. So whatever he does, it's the old cliche, he'll be better for on Sunday, but I think it'll certainly qualify with him.
All right, and Mr. Croissant, Paul, as well, back at the trials here. He gets the inside gate for Chad Schofield.
I'm going to make him my each-way play in this because I think he might be the forgotten horse. He's drawn one, all the pace in the race. He should map perfectly just in behind. He's double-figure price at the moment. I think he'll stay around that mark, 10 or 11, I'd be happy with. And the trial was good. He goes well fresh. He got beaten by Golden 60 fresh up this season.
Yeah, 2 starts first up for 2 placings, so fitness shouldn't be an issue for him on Sunday.
All right, so Mr. Croissant definitely in. Do you like the 2.5 back Lucky Express, though?
No, I don't. It's very hard to win fresh up here in Hong Kong Class 2. Horses like Werther, you know, Eagle Way, they're all group horses that do it. Now, I'm not saying Lucky Express isn't, but if he does, he's got a really good future here in Hong Kong. And I think he'll be overbet because there's a lot of hype around him. So, as such, I thought Mr. Croissant might come and start at a decent price. He's 11 at the moment. I think he'll start around that. So, he's on top to beat Lucky Express. He's a nice horse, there's no question. It's just whether he can do it. Lucky Moore, again, he's a bit of a boom or bust horse, but he's got all the ability in the world. And Armando, another one that comes into the same category as Lucky Express. It's a really good race to finish. Hence, I think we'll get a good price for Mr. Croissant. 5, 7, 3 and 6.
He's had plenty of trials, has Lucky Express, 8 of them dating back to last November. I had him on top. He's won at Bendigo and Caulfield in Australia at 1,000 and 1,200 metres. Now, he wore cheek pieces in both those wins. He's not wearing them on Sunday. Joe Moreira, John Size, 7 on top to beat Lucky Moore. He's a winner of 3 from 6. Not seen since March, but a couple of trials. 9 to run third, one of Andrew's horses, 7 Heavens. He's overs again. He's about 32 to 1 at the moment. And he'll start good price and stronger. 1,200 maybe not ideal, but he did try hard last time. 7-3-9-1.
Yep, 7 Heavens goes in for me, but Lucky Moore, hopefully he can bring his A game on the weekend there in the last. Now, as far as the stats are concerned heading into the weekend's programme, Paul, what are we looking at?
Ricky Yu and Joe Moreira, they have a first 3 rate of 91% since January. So they've got 2 runners here together, Unique Treasure and also Fabulous 8. I think both of them have good chances of either winning or being placed. All
right, speaking of winning as well, who does? Who's the best?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Unique Treasure's race actually and go with quadruple double to beat him. Look, he's just really well placed in this race. The horse is in great form. I think he'll be tough to beat. He's on top. Mr. Croissant, as I mentioned in the Lucky Last, I think we'll get a double figure price about him. Chad Schofield aboard in the play in race 4. QQP 2, 3 and 12.
Gone value for the best and the long shot. Bright vision for Antoine Hemlin and Ricky Yu on that second start that he had. Ready Conqueror for Wagner Borges and Me Choi at big odds. And the play is about half the field in race 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 11.
All right, I'll go in the big race. Beauty Legacy. I think the lightweight, he can make it count. Joe might put up a couple of pounds overweight. Still think he'll be good enough there. And Kung Fu Master Panda, hopefully keeps raining till post time for him. Really appreciate the stuff up in trips. Southern Legend, Harmony, Victory and Beauty Legacy. That is it, boys. We're done. Bring your brollies and your welly boots for Sunday.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, can't wait. Good to see the Champions Mile winner back too.
That's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Mark and Paul, hopefully see you at Sunday. We will be racing to win.